Right, so what's happening here at Stonefields is we've got a unique opportunity to develop some of our forthcoming product that is more high density living to meet the demands and pricing that people can afford to buy at and to meet our shortage of land that's available to us to build on. Our senior management set us a challenge to be able to deliver 3-storey walk-up apartment buildings using our traditional construction techniques, using our known labour force and using the materials that are available to us. I guess all the easy land to develop and build on is gone, and we need to be more innovative. We need to be a little bit more receptive to opening our minds to different types of construction. So the traditional approach is large-scale buildings, which we've built here in the past using commercial type construction techniques, and the challenge has been to utilise our traditional labour and our traditional construction techniques to deliver a very similar product of high quality for our purchasers. So the solution we've worked on here is we've got 4 buildings on site, and what we've done is we've developed each one a little more uniquely than the other, and we've started off with a more traditional type of approach and migrated to what's a world first in New Zealand.
Well, we've worked with Fletchers, and as part of that has identified that bracing of these buildings becomes more onerous the higher that you go. We've undertaken international research. We've travelled overseas to some of the places in the world where light timber frame buildings are more commonplace. So we've gone and tapped into the knowledge of our peers internationally and undertaken research, and we've brought that back to New Zealand. We've adapted that type of technology specifically for our New Zealand codes and developed our own guidelines around the design of that. Well, we've been trying to develop a total lightweight building solution for the site. Our first block, which was Block D, was a more traditional build at low level. So we've got blockwork structures at ground floor with suspended concrete floors, and then we've gone with 2 levels of timber. So as part of the higher density living, the 3-storey walk-up is an obvious way to increase the density of housing. We're all very familiar with apartment blocks, which would traditionally be 6-7 stories and higher, but there's this range between your 2 stories, and up to sort of 5 stories, where we haven't typically done that density housing. So Fletcher Living are looking to match the demands of higher density housing, and where we've gone to with this path of some test projects in a smaller scale through to Block B, which is all timber 3 level. The evolution of that will be potentially bringing in options for off-site manufacture and panelisation, but then also taking that technology to our 3- and 5-storey buildings. Well, when you bring in any sort of innovation, you've got to have passion. You've got to be interested in it. And as a business, our people are passionate and they're interested. We like to think about new ways to do things. We invest in their training, we encourage innovative thinking, and there's a lot of reward out of doing that. So from a selfish perspective, you could say it's about us wanting to enjoy our jobs more, but the byproduct of that is that we get to work with companies like Fletcher Living, and we can take a problem that is actually a society issue with housing, and we can work together with our partners and actually come up with these great ideas to implement.